Hello everybody, it's me Clock, and today we're going to be playing Your Dearest Boyfriend. We read the warning out to you, so be prepared for that. I think this game is inspired off of the Your Boyfriend game, but it's not, like, made by them, so that's why I'm playing this. It seemed interesting. And this is just a mini demo, so they will be releasing a longer demo in the future, I believe. But with that, let's just start. Excuse me, speak up. What's your name? Oh my god, dude, today. A lot of names today. Okay, we're just gonna keep the running theme of peanuts. Peanuts. No. What is your real name? Insert your real name, Peanuts. Peanuts. I see. Well, I'm glad you understand. Thank you, Peanuts. Once you wake up, nothing will be like before. Is there... I don't know. Okay. Do you still want to continue? Yeah, sure. That's my only option, so yeah. Very well. Just be careful. Nothing is what it seems. Okay. Did not expect literal golf ball head to be the first character I saw. But alright. Okay. What the hell was that? What an odd dream. I stared up at the ceiling, thinking of what I just dreamt, trying to make sense of it out of it. I think I just saw a golf ball try to kill me. Perhaps I ate too much last night? Ugh, never mind. Anyway, I have to get ready for work. Yeah, how dare you say my name's not Lord Peanuts? Wow, that's some cool stuff. Is this point and click? What is going on? Art? Question mark? Sugar Daddy. Shuey? Fanfics. It's just one of the books should have just been called AO3 at this point. What the hell? Hello. The special limited edition figurines from my favorite show, Split Hearts. Ever since I moved out of my parents' house, this show has become my new comfort series. Each one represents a different aspect of how they show their love based on their respective color. We have the hater, the cheater, the fan, and the friend. Still need to get the fifth one. Frickin' purple. One day you'll be mine even if you're not part of the canon. Cute plushie, though. What's that? Oh my god. Computer. There are a couple of sheets scattered all over the table. They are full of stickers and drawings of all kinds that I once did in my free time. I love my work table. This is where I do my drawing commissions, sell my merch, and talk to my clients. Haha. It's more complicated than it seems, but at least it's something I enjoy doing. That's good. Books. Bookshelf stacked with novels and notebooks. Besides my diary, there are horror, romance, comedy, and rom-coms. Wow, how original. As much as I love all the books there, none of them compare to those written by Fox Hunter. He's my favorite author. Since the beginning of his career, I've purchased every single one of his books without fail. Well, almost all of his books. I think I get what Lizzie meant when she pointed out my obsessive behavior. I mean, that's not that weird, enjoying books from an author. That's like, you know, that's not too crazy. Okay, trash. It's a trash can filled to the brim with crumpled balls of paper. Let's just say that sometimes ideas don't flow the way I'd like them to. Mother Nature must be sick of me. Wish I could have gotten a little garden or something to make up for all the paper I've wasted. Real. Just some old dirty clothes that I left on the floor. I need to find a system to avoid leaving them there. I can no longer tell the clean and dirty clothes apart. Now that I think about it, how long have they been there? Ugh. Girly, please. No cops on Pride? When opening the closet, I could only see a few coats and some pairs of shoes. Overall, there's not a lot, just moths, dust, plus an old poster of one of my favorite rock bands. Mom! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, who do I go? Let's save. Interesting. Let's answer Mom. No, okay. You'll have to wait for chapter 1 to be able to play this route. Okay, wow, okay. Fuck you, Mom! Who was that? Who was that in the corner, by the way? Who knows? Not me. Fuck, it's already 11:15 a.m.? Shit, I'm late for work. Damn, that sucks. On top of the table, there was a dish that smelled particularly good. Could see a pair of strawberries with some French toast lightly drizzled in honey. Honey? What? Honey? Honey? Honey on French toast? Just sign your release form and go to hell already. What the fuck? Bro, it's maple syrup. It's maple syrup all the way, man. Honey? That's for tea, bro. That's for tea and bears, okay? What are you doing? Beside it, a large cup of coffee. Despite being in a hurry, I couldn't help but be tempted by the smell of the food. Should I eat it? Well, we're already late for work. Let's just get something done, you know? I'm not going to comment on the fact that there's blood on the saves either. This is a wholesome game. And definitely not a yandere visual novel. Eat it! Pick up my fork and start eating quickly. Though I couldn't stop for long to appreciate its flavor, I could taste a touch of cinnamon that made my mouth melt. Oh, cinnamon. Thanks, Lizzie. Thanks, Lizzie. God, it's so good. Thanks, Lizzie. You're the best. Could eat this all day. Her food has always been the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. What if that was for her? Like someone else. But I think I should head out. This time, I will definitely get fired. That's fine. Good sound effect. Shit, I have to hurry. I ran through the corridors until I reached the elevator and pressed the button to go to the ground floor. Oh. Someone moving in? Next door? King Street Diner. Excuse me. Excuse me, there's like a black golf ball looking at me from over here. Finally here. Damn it, thanks to the traffic I got here even later than I expected, but hey, it's better to be late than never. Although at this point I don't think they'd want me working here anymore. I entered the diner with a hurried step, hoping that they haven't decided to send me on a permanent holiday. My bad. My bad. Upon arrival, the smell of fried eggs, coffee, and freshly made pancakes greeted me like a warm hug to the nose. Wow, it seems that today is going to be a rough day. There's more customers than usual. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people here. That person has goddamn cat ears. Quickly noticed how a group of people were intently watching the news. Many of them crowded the corner. It was as if they were hypnotized by the TV. How weird. Hey! Good morning. Oh my god, I thought that was a Cyclops. I thought bro was a Cyclops, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Said as naturally as possible, however I couldn't help but feel my nerves spiking whenever their scowling stare was on me. That would have been cool as hell. Crap, I'm gonna get scolded, aren't I?
Could you come later next time?
I'm sorry. Couldn't refrain from feeling guilty. After all, they have every right to be mad at me for being this late. I guess I should just clock in right now. Nice clock reference. No need. Ah, jeez.
If they paid me $1 for every time I had to save your skin, I'd be a millionaire by now.
Aw, that's why I adore you. You're the best. Smile in relief as I give them a fist bump.
Yeah, whatever.
There, cool.
Go change and get to work.
That was the last thing they said before patting me on the head and heading to the kitchen to get back to work. I picked up on it for once, okay? I picked up on it. They, them, right? I picked up on it. I'm usually really bad at picking up on they, thems without, like, an introduction, because, I just refer to people as they, them, like, just naturally. So when I see other people do it, I don't immediately, like, click that maybe they're not just, you know, referring to anybody as they, them. Like, I'll refer to my, like, male friend as, like, oh, yeah, they're cool. And people will just be like, oh, yeah. That's how I see it. So I picked up on it this time. I got you, chat. Because I know people complain. I'm sorry about that. Ever since I came to the city and started working here, TK became my BFF and my personal guardian angel. Or at least that's what they call themselves every time they remind me of all the things they've done for me. They love bragging about it every now and then, and especially when it comes to times they've gotten me off the hook. I have to admit, they can be annoying, but they are very friendly and don't have bad intentions. I would even say that it's that air of arrogance that they have to them that makes them very interesting. Furthermore, they seem to have complicated feelings towards me saying their name. Tayyib Keeler? Tayyib Keeler? I don't know how to say that name. It's a very pretty name. They don't seem to mind when others say it, but whenever I do, they just end up getting flustered for some reason. So in order to avoid causing them stress, I've simply started calling them TK. However, it's become really fun to watch their reaction whenever I do decide to call them by their proper name, especially when they least expect it. I let out a sigh as I thought it back to everything I lived through with TK by my side in the short span of time I've spent in this place. Without getting lost in my thoughts any further, I began to get changed in the break room, putting on the same old striped uniform with the same old stained apron, mentally preparing myself to take today's orders. Before getting back to work, should I talk to TK? No? Yes? Small talk at work doesn't hurt anyone, right? Besides, I'm already late. Does it really matter if I take a bit more time? Is TK the cook? How is everything? Did you buy your car yet? Why aren't you wearing your uniform? Something in particular airing on TV? Any plans for... Okay, how is everything? Hey, how's it going?
Oh, well, wonderful.
Don't be like that. I already told you I was sorry. I know, and I accept your apologies. Especially now that I see you here and not taking care of the customers like you usually would. I just wanted to say hello. Woo.
At least you're here now, and that's all that matters.
I have to admit that chatting with you makes work a lot more bearable, and that's all that matters. Nice. Ah, definitely doesn't have a crush on me. Did you buy your car yet? Not exactly. But I almost have enough money for the first payment of my pre-owned car. When I finally have that sweet baby in my hands, I'll take you for a ride whenever you want. Wow, you'll take me for free? That's too kind of you, thanks. You said it was for free. Ouch, have mercy on my wallet. Smiley face. Why aren't you wearing your uniform? Hey, why aren't you wearing your uniform? What, you think you're too special to wear it like the rest of us mere mortals? Actually, I'm wearing this just for you, Peanuts. What, you don't like it? Thought you were into this kind of thing. I never said that. Oh, don't play dumb. You know you love it. You know who would really love it? Your mom. Well, at least I have a mom. Ow. Too far, buddy. Started laughing as I dramatically clutched up my chest in faux pain. No, but for real though, why aren't you wearing it? Oh, well, yesterday after work, I was working on that mural I told you about down the street, and I forgot I was still wearing my uniform. Oh boy. Yeah, Phil didn't like it one bit, and I had to take a trip down to the dry cleaner. Well, at least you're lucky you're friends with the owner. If it was me, he'd probably take it off my paycheck. I'm telling you, if you spend more time with him, you'll see he's actually a pretty chill dude. Is something in particular airing on TV? I see there's a lot of people watching it this morning. Haven't you seen the news? Several people have been missing in the area for a couple of months now, and the disappearance has been increasing by the minute. God, seriously? No one knows who's been causing it. Strange thing is that the victims have disappeared without taking anything at all. All their respective belongings were found intact in their homes. Their money, credit cards, even their cell phones. They left everything behind. The police still can't find a logical reason why, and it doesn't seem like they're making any progress in the case. Even the mayor advises for everyone to be more cautious late at night, and that if someone sees something out of the ordinary, to please report it immediately to the authorities. I remembered why I don't watch the news. Hearing about these kinds of things makes me feel very paranoid and anxious, drowned by a heavy feeling of impotence. Wait, impotence? Impotence? What? I can't get hard. People being kidnapped reminds me I can't get hard anymore. What? I know that's not the only way to interpret impotence, but this is a spicy yandere visual novel. Come on now. As if at any moment someone was ready to kidnap me, or something worse, and it didn't matter what I tried to do to survive. It would be impossible to defend myself. That's generally speaking how most situations go when the other person might have a weapon, you know. That's just life, bro. Either way, I think I should change the subject for now, before I linger too much on it and end up paying the price when I try to get some rest later tonight. So, you have any plans for tomorrow?
If you're not too busy, could we go out tomorrow?
Oh, wow. Go out? Why? I asked playfully to tease them a little bit. I love seeing TK's reactions simply because they were so unique that I couldn't stop myself from taunting them every chance I could possibly find. Well, because you owe me one. I mean, after saving your ass this entire morning, it's the least a decent person could do, don't you think? Okay, fair enough. Can you stop reminding me that already? Despite it being a bad joke, they were right. If it wasn't for TK, I probably would have been fired by now. I truly owe them a lot. And also because we haven't gone out in a long time. That was very sweet, but should I accept? What would Lizzie do? Who the fuck? My roommate? What would Lizzie do? A date or something? Well, yeah, a date. Oh, well, I don't really know what to say. Normally to avoid a situation like this, I'd shield myself by saying I have a lot of pending work, like college stuff or my commissions. Why don't you just say, I'm not interested in it like that, man? Bro, I don't think that they, them, or with a voice that's high-pitched is gonna be really attacking you. I don't think they're bad like that. I think we've seen they're pretty chill. I feel like in some situations, you know, the awkwardness would just be better, not that bad if you just rejected them. Even if it's not necessarily false, to use such a cheap excuse on someone like TK would be a new low for me, especially after how they've been. Although I don't dislike the idea of going out with TK, but I'm also not interested in going on a date with them at the moment. That would mean you don't want to date them. That would mean you don't want to date them. Because if you met someone you were really interested in, it wouldn't matter what you were going through at the moment. You would go on a date with them. Ugh, I don't even understand myself. Shit, what would Lizzie do in my place? This whole time, they're just like looking at me. They're just like, you can just say no. You could just say no. You could just say no. Surely she'd say something silly to not think about it too much, and would tell me to just hook up with them. And I'd playfully reply by remarking that I'm not as promiscuous as she is. The time is passing. He's like, or they're literally like looking around. Bro, me, bro, stop. Then she tried to prove to me that she's not the type of person at all, and we ended up arguing over who's in the right for the rest of the night. To put it plainly, I'd be a huge waste of time. But at least it would keep me distracted for a while. Before my mind could continue drifting away, TK's voice pulled me back to reality. Hey, if you don't want to, you don't have to accept. Oh! You're horrible, me! Peanuts. This is why your name is Peanuts. This is why your parents named you Peanuts. You know, this is why. This is why. I know I picked that option, but still. I feel like no matter what, that was probably the most real answer from the character. No, it's not like that. It's just... I don't know if I want to go on a date right now. Like, on a date in general? Or on a date with me? With no one in general, I think. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a date. We could just go out as friends if that would make you feel more comfortable. There you go! TK is sick, man. I like TK. I fuck with TK. Maybe we don't fuck TK. I don't know what TK wants to do there, but like, you know, I fuck with TK more than peanuts. Oh, well, actually, my mind keeps wandering back to Lizzie's advice. Spoken with her warm voice, which encouraged me to take a risk for once in my life. All while cupping my cheeks in her hands and letting me know that no matter what happens, she will always be there to support me. That's kind of weird that she was holding my ass. You know what? Maybe. I could try being more like her. What do you mean, peanuts? What if we just see how things go for us and if or when the time comes, we just go with the flow? Wait, I don't understand. So, you do want to go on a date with me? Not exactly. Let's just say that tomorrow we'll go out, have some fun together, and depending on how everything's turning out, well, we could take, you know, certain liberties. Okay, that doesn't really answer my question, but sure. Hey, yo! The dirty thoughts are running through their mind right now. TK seemed to hesitate a bit, but in the end, simply accepted, maybe because that way, they'd still get that date they've been craving for so long. I smiled in a slightly uncomfortable way and tried to change the topic. But honestly, that's the wrong thing to do. Like, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it, chat. Don't do that. I know I picked that option, but, like, just don't do it. I thought it was gonna be something like, what would Lizzie do? And then immediately be like, oh yeah, Lizzie would just be a good person or something. Well, those pancakes won't serve themselves, will they? How about we get back to work? Yeah, you're right. But before you go, what time should we meet up? How about, 8, maybe? 8, got it! I let it aside before I took one of the small notepads on the counter and started pacing towards the tables to wait on the customers. However, I couldn't stop thinking about Lizzie. Would she be okay with my decision? I don't want to disappoint her. It means a lot to me, and I wouldn't want her to think I'm taking advantage of TK, using them to fill some kind of empty void in my life. Well, here we go again, with the fake smiles and tedious interactions with the same old regular faces I see every day, with the sole chance of earning a penny. Minutes feel like hours as I took orders on autopilot just to not deal with the crap attitude of some customers. At that point, I'd switch my brain off just to make time pass faster, yet when I snapped back to my senses, not even half an hour had gone by. I hate this job, it's so boring. Waitressing is boring? That's like one of the more, like... I'm gonna be real with y'all. Waitressing... I mean, I work with a lot of waitresses, and that's like the fun one. That's like the fun one, man. A lot of chatting, a lot of talking, not actually much work. It's really nice. Seems chaotic. Even when you're busy, it's still not that bad. But you know what? Everyone doesn't know what everyone else is going through, you know? So that is the truth, you know? But boring is not something I've heard, especially when it's busy. You know, because you're interacting with people. It's not like a factory job. Trust me. Do you think waitressing is boring? Try a factory job. That shit will suck your fucking soul out of you. But very clearly, Peanuts is not very actually like friendly. It's very clear they're just like doing this as a job. You know, there are some people that pick up on waitressing really nice, and they're like friends with every goddamn customer and regular. And there are some people who are just like, what do you want? All right, goodbye. You know, that's fine too. Even though a lot of eerie things happen in this place, somehow nothing interesting ever happens in this diner. Cake for working in a restaurant will suck out your soul. Hostess is different. I think Hostess is boring. Because Hostess, you just lead people to their tables and you don't really have conversations. So Hostess Hostess, I could see being boring, especially if it's quiet because you have to stay up front. So, hostess, I can agree with. But I really think it just comes down to the people you work with. Because, like, waitresses, like, they're having fun chatting with each other. They're having fun chatting with the guys in the back. They're having fun chatting with customers. You know, the only bad things that a waitress has to deal, or waiter, server, whatever you want to call them. Because it could be a guy or a girl. Usually they're girls. A lot of restaurants just pick up girls because, you know, they make more money. Let's be honest, they make more money. You know, men are bigger spenders, bigger tippers. They see hot woman, go burr, you know, whatever. That's the bad thing about waitressing. Is the whole, you know, that aspect of it. That sucks. Even though a lot of you, but I don't know. Once again, boring just crazy to me because I'm just like, really? Really? I mean, I've worked a lot of boring jobs, so I feel that, yeah. Even though a lot of eerie things happen in this place, somehow nothing interesting ever happens in this diner. Nonetheless, that thought flew out of the window when a very peculiar man came through the door, ringing the bell that woke me up from my trance. But I really do think, I guess it depends on how you interact with your workplace. Because if you don't talk to your coworkers, if you don't really interact with the customers other than just serving them, yeah, it will be kind of boring. He was tall, slim, well-dressed, wore round glasses, and had a long, curly, dull orange hair. How does someone have dull orange hair? Orange hair is one of the most standout things. The moment he walked into the diner, he caught the attention of almost everyone there, clearly spellbound by his presence. The man took a seat at the corner booth of the restaurant, completely alone and with a red book in hand. I should go take his order. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Wow. And you don't have a golf ball for a head. This is amazing. The stranger said with such familiarity that I couldn't help but smile instantly. Hello. Yeah, why are we sitting? Don't worry about it. That's just how this waitress, that's just how we do things to spice up work, okay? Makes things a little more fun, you know? Slide right into the seat with the customers. Be like, take your order. Hello, welcome to King Street Diner, where you dine like a king. What can I get for you today?
Could you give me a coffee with milk, but with more milk than coffee, and a cheesecake?
Cheesecake at a diner. Wow, okay. Hell yeah.
Please.
I'll take it to go. I'll bring it here in a minute, I exclaimed with a smile as I quickly wrote on the notepad. It's really odd that I've never seen him before. All things considered, this is a small town where everyone knows each other. He's the guy who's moving in next door to me, isn't he? Because that's how plots work. Like, let's be honest. I've been working here long enough to know that this person came from somewhere else. Itching to know more about him, but I should be cautious. Okay. Okay. All right. So tell me, you're new here, right? Yeah, let's be inquisitive. Yeah, we're bored as shit. Let's be inquisitive. Let's bother them. So tell me, you're new here, right?
Yes. In fact, I just moved here.
Oh, really?
Let's say it's for a matter of, business.
Business. Okay, okay.
But it's a secret.
Is the secret you're gonna get a new mic soon? Hey, I'm kidding. There's some. Sorry, I couldn't help it, man. His mic's kind of fucked up, but he's got a nice voice. And can I ask what kind of project it is? A book, maybe? You'll see it soon. For now, it's just groundwork we're doing in town. Oh, let me not? I felt like he was the author. He's like well put together. He's got a book, so I thought he was gonna be like the author that we love, but no. Oh, he's mysterious. Okay, can I help you with anything else? Well, you could give me
your number.
Hey, yo! You're starting strong, man. Okay, sure, here you go. Number 7. That's my favorite number. Huh? Oh! Couldn't help but stutter when I heard him say that in such a flirty way. He's a little forward, but he seems polite too. Better think twice about what I'm gonna say. Wouldn't want to cause a scene by not playing along with the client's flirting. You literally, the best response to it would be like, sure, here you go. And then you just hand them a piece of paper with one number on it. Be like, that's my favorite number. Well, I don't know. I mean, giving your number to a total stranger could be dangerous, don't you think?
No, right. Where are my manners? My name is Victor. Victor Anderson.
Nice. And I can bet on everything I own that your name is the one on your chest. He said while peering down at the name tag on my uniform with a mischievous smile. I unconsciously covered it with both my hands, causing him to let out a small chuckle. We're not strangers anymore, see? Alright, I admit, I slipped up there, but I'll take it. While he's technically right, I can't help but hesitate on giving into his request. I mean, he's cute, and seems sure of himself, but he's still a stranger. So what do you say? I will know in the full demo coming soon. We would have said yes. Come on, who we like? Pretty face like that, long locks like that, man. We would have said yes in a heartbeat. We would have said yes. My lord, would have been writing it down as I told him no. Fear and hunger music playing, crazy shit, man. That's how you know this game is gonna be fucked up, by the way. Okay, the full demo, the full game. This motherfucker's playing fear and hunger music, bro. That's how you know this dev wasn't lying about the warnings. Okay, that's scary. That's scary-ass music, okay? To be playing in a visual novel. I'm just gonna go back and, like... Oh, I didn't save... Oh, I did save on that. Yeah, I did. Aha! I did save on this. So, let's just do a couple different options. Don't eat it. Nuh-uh, okay. I see. It's delicious. God, it's so good. I could eat this all day, but I think I should head out, or this time I will definitely get fired. I love French toast, chat, but it needs maple syrup. Let's be real. What is this? Should I talk to TK? Nah, I'm good. Here we go again. Okay. He was, without a doubt, very attractive. Since I wasn't the only person who followed him with their gaze the moment he walked into the diner, the man took a seat at the corner booth of the restaurant, completely alone and with a red book in hand. I should go take his order. Stranger said with such familiarity that I couldn't help but smile instantly.
Hello.
Oh. Hello, sir. Welcome to King Street Diner. Will you dine like a king? What can I get for you today? Damn, he's so much cuter up close. Oh, I kind of like it's a little different. So if you talk to TK and flirt with TK a little bit, they're like, and you kind of like think about it, you kind of like them. You know, your character kind of realizes, I kind of like them. You know, I kind of like them. I could see myself with them. But then, if you don't interact with TK, it's like you're ready to jump on this on him. Damn, he's so much cuter up close.
Could you give me a coffee with milk,
I'm just
but with more milk than coffee?
Else is different. I'll bring you here in a minute. I exclaimed while I shakily wrote in the notepad as the man's kindness took me by surprise, making me blush slightly. It's really odd that I've never seen him before, all things considered. This is a small town where everyone knows each other. Itchy to know more about him. Is this the same? Oh. Okay. And what kind of job does it have to be for it to be so secret? Okay, groundwork. He's mysterious. I like it. Okay, can I help you with anything else? Well, you could give me...
Your number.
I like how they voiced the... Your number. But they didn't voice the well, you could give me...
Your number.
Partial voice acting is always so weird to me because of stuff like that. Like, it just falls flat a little bit. Like, I really like voice acting, but then in moments like that, it's just like... Could we really not afford to get the guy just to say the whole sentence? Like, could we, like, was this guy really charging that much? Like, was this guy really like, damn, man, you're gonna have to pay me $50? I doubt it was like that, but maybe it's for time constraints and so, or rewrites, things like that, but it's always so interesting when I see stuff like that. And obviously this is a mini demo too, right? So there's probably lots of changes to come. You've seen some routes not completed. Couldn't help but stutter and blush when I heard him say that in such a flirty way. He's a little forward, but he seems polite too. Better think twice about it. Okay. Okay.
No, right. My
This
name
is
is
the same.
Victor Anderson.
Victor Anderson. Okay. Call me Peanuts. Say it. Say Peanuts. Okay, not strangers anymore. Slipped up there, but I'll take it. So what do you say? What do I say? I say, yes! Yes! Full demo coming soon. Never mind, you don't get to say yes. This is some good art too, by the way. Very cute. And I love that we stayed away from the golf ball head. Okay? A lot of people do these, like fan games / like inspired by your boyfriend game, you know, stuff. And they always do the golf ball head, man. Let the your boyfriend dev keep the golf ball heads. Okay? Let them keep it. You don't need to do it. Okay? It is impossible for me to take this guy seriously if he got a golf ball for a head, okay? I can't do it. I just can't. You know, you can keep the gray skin thing, sure. Keep the gray skin if you want, sure. Get that golf ball ass head out of here, man. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's more attractive if it's goofy, you know? I don't know. Get that out of here, bro. I don't need to be playing golf with your head. I'm not a rich old man, okay? I'm gonna start punting them. I'm gonna grab my fucking 9-iron, bro. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen that. We played a couple of these, like, games inspired by them. And a lot of them are really great, but they try really hard to replicate that golf ball head style of character. And I don't know. I'm just like, don't. Just do your own thing. Do your own thing. Separate yourself, you know? You know, you can be like a little callback, you know? And I get that it helps with popularity too, you know, it's easy way. Like they're like with this one, the title is like even the title is like a bit of a callback to the game, right? But still, I think it's good that we kind of mix little different styles and stuff like that. I like it, by the way. It's very good art style. The writing is very fun. Very, very fun. Reminds me of like people talking on like the internet, very like internet savvy, so that's cool. And you know, very realistic, awkward, you know, I like that. I know I could have gone back to just say yes and no to TK, but I implore you to play the demo yourself and try it out for yourself, those options with TK. They're cool, but I kind of like the middle option. It feels more realistic, more like that's something the main character would actually do. Considering what we saw from them throughout the whole thing, it really felt like that was the most canon answer. Just to me personally. I'm not the writer. I don't know if that's true. It just felt like it really lined up with what everything else they were saying for me. But I will say this about relationships and that kind of thing. Seriously, don't lead someone like TK on. If that ever happens to you, and you're like, someone likes you very clearly, overtly likes you, and they do favors for you, and they do nice things for you, and you just don't have that spark with them, just tell them, bro. Stop, because you are taking advantage of them. Like, even if they say you're not, everyone around you knows it's happening, bro. Just tell them, hey, I don't like you like that. Very clear, it's not like that for me. We are friends. And if they continue doing nice things for you, then they are a real one and they're friends for life with you, bro. But if they don't, then you dodged a bullet and you're no longer going to be able to be guilt-tripped into things, okay? Clarity is kindness. Yes, that's a good saying, bro. Nice one, Ron. Bringing it out. But yeah, seriously, just don't lead people on like that. And, you know, even because that's the thing. Is I'm going to tell you right now, this character was like, you know, I'm just not in the mood to date anyone right now, you know? If you're not 100%, okay, like, I'm going to tell you this right now, so many people would probably disagree, but it's the truth, man. You meet the person you absolutely are, like, infatuated with, that you love right on the spot, ready or not, you're gonna be trying for that shit, okay? You're gonna be wanting it, okay? Don't matter what position in life you're in. Humans just know, bro. And if you didn't get that feeling, then they're not the one for you. You know, you can settle, but I'm gonna be real. Like, that's not the person for you. Like, I'm gonna be so real with you. Like, that is just the truth of it, okay? Like, you think you don't know? Your body is screaming at you. No, this ain't it. You know? And then you could do what the friend said, and just like take a chance, you know, just have fun, you know, because you can date someone. You don't have to date someone with the explicit purpose that you're gonna have like a long ass relationship with them. Like, you know, you don't have to. You can just date for fun. Like, that's a thing. People date for fun, for sex, you know, whatever. You can do that too. You don't have to love someone just to go on a date with them. But I think, personally, I think you should date people because you know you might want to live with them. You know, you want to be with them. That's how I see dating. So that's why that's my opinion. You know, you can do opposite otherwise. Just make sure the other person you're going on those dates with understands your position on dating. I think is the most important thing. You know, it's also a learning experience. I don't know. Yeah, kinda. I mean, kinda. You know, but I get it. People are awkward, anxious filled. You know, and it's not as easy. You know. But I would always say make sure that you and the other person know exactly what you're doing going on dates. And they kind of did that at the end of that. But long talk. It's just, I think that was the most interesting part of the game. I'm actually surprised for a mini demo, they put so much focus on TK, but none, like barely any on Victor. Even though Victor is like on the cover of the game, I would have expected a little bit more about Victor. But it's a mini demo just to introduce him. Obviously, Victor is like a lot more suave than TK. TK is that like friendly, hey everybody, it's me, I'm TK, like, you know, like friendly, nice, safe, right? Victor, mysterious, new, very important, new, you know, handsome, suave, charismatic, you know, sweep you off your feet and then murder you kind of thing, or chop off your legs, you know, so you never leave him kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes. By the way, sorry, I know I did slip up with TK one time with the they them. It's like impossible for me not to at this point. I'm just an idiot. Don't worry about it. No harm. I tried really hard, but it still doesn't matter. So my bad. And with that, I'm clocking out. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please clock that like button and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. We play a lot of visual novels, dating sims, horror games, yandere games. Every day a new video on the channel. So yeah, if you like this, you'll like the rest, okay? And with that, I'm clocking out. So I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.